Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shlitva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Song was going on. Sri Ramakrishna asked Ramlal to sing a song and continue the another on Gauranga. Ramlal was singing. Ramakrishna also had joined him. Once you frolicked, now for play you roll on the ground in Nadia, chanting aloud Lord Hari's name, laughing, shouting. Once you played at Brija, that is the Vrindavan, with your cowherd friends, and now you chant Lord Hari's name. O Gaur, how cleverly you hide the dark blue form you wore at Braja. But your slanting eyes betray you, though the blessing of your name, the sinner is set free. They say, oh, so my soul is filled with hope. O Gaur, how cleverly you hide the dark blue form, his bodily color. Usually the avatars, especially Rama, Krishna and avatars, are always given. Now Shiva, Parvati, and these are Ayonija avatars. Now, just like I meet someone, I give them my identity. You can contact through me, through this. Now a person meets another, he gives his telephone number. You can contact me through this anytime. Now, just like that, when God reveals himself to a sadhaka, he is called Siddha. He has attained God. After he attains, somehow in his own way, in his own struggle, see, it's to make it a common for all jivas of long time, of same nature and understanding. God reveals his own form. You can contact me anytime anybody thinks through this form. I will reach him. This is God's one of the identities. Even without it, you can contact him because he is all pervading. Through it, it is easier because from birth we are accustomed with a particular form. Now Ganesha has its own nature. Shiva has his own nature. Durga has her own nature. Lakshmi has her own nature. What nature matches with me, I select one of these are standard forms in human existence and in nature. Similarly at cosmic level. So they reveal themselves. Another process we have in our Hinduism is the process of symbolization. Now, Shiva Shivlinga, when you are Antarmukha, Chetomukha, you have got absorbed in God, your limbs won't be there, senses won't be there. It is like having removed your head with all the five senses gone. It is turned inward. The karmendriyas, hands, feet and all karmendriyas have also turned inward. They have gone inside. What is visible is only trunk. Now, Shivalinga is of the trunk form. No limbs, no head. It is what the Shivlinga is. Now representation, that is, God is totally, all limbs, all senses are turned inward. From the Nama Rupa, we are slowly moving stage by stage towards Nirguna Nirakara. From Saguna, cross bodily anthropomorphic picture is given. From there, slowly the limbs are turned inward. How the state of, how much divinity you will be manifesting. And then from there, we move towards the water. Water as God. Water doesn't have, you can see it, but it has form also. It doesn't have definite form. You can see, but you cannot have a definite form of, unless it is ice. Now, this water takes the form of the container. You think of Shiva, God is like that. If you think of Shiva, he appears as Shiva. Water you can take. You take the vessel like a Shiva, the water it contains is Shiva. Now, if you take Vishnu's form of vessel, pour water in it, it takes Vishnu's form. So, whatever form your mind conceives, in that form God can appear. Why? Because He is like water. Now I understand a little more of God from the gross bodily existence with which we are accustomed and with which we can commune and interact. Same thing is taken here, and from gross to subtle we are going. From gross bodily form to limbsless Shivalinga, from the Jala Tattva as water as the God, and from there we move Agni as the God. From there we move to the Vayu as God. God is the form of air. Here you can understand, you can feel with the sense of touch. No other senses can perceive. Eyes cannot see, nose cannot smell. It carries smell, but it doesn't have smell itself. So none of the other senses work. Only now touch, that is the Vayu. From there it is taken to the Akasha Tattva. Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Apa, Prithvi, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. So we are transcending, going back to the source. From Akasha we enter into the absolute existence, Nirguna Nirakara. So when God comes, the absolute coming in human form, that absolute, it has a slight beautiful yellow tinge. The spiritual light, when you see light of Chaitanya, it will be light bluish, pleasant, most pleasant and delightful color. It is not a color exactly, it's a shining space, glittering space in its own glory. We conceive it as bluish, light bluish color, most present. That is why most of the insects are highly attracted towards the blue light, because of the that is why it represents the Chaitanya aspect of existence. Now that is brought into the, when we see Krishna as blue color or Rama as greenish color, Durva Shamala. This is that Shamala, the dullness of, there is no brightness. Brightness is hidden just behind that screen. Blueness is given just to indicate it is not matter, it is Chaitanya. Black is given because it cannot be known and understood with senses. Senses cannot perceive. Blackness is just behind that blackness, containing and pervading blackness, there is brightness, Chaitanya, with which we cannot see. It's like blind man. He touches a table, he touches the lamp itself, he touches the bulb, burning bulb, and ask, where is light? He only eyes he doesn't have. He can touch, he can hear, he can feel. But he is touching light, but he doesn't know what is light. Because light cannot be perceived by touch. Like that, God cannot be perceived with all the five senses. So something to represent. Through touch, they have to understand everything. Language also they have to understand through touch. So like that we some draws to the subtle. So here we utilize the symbolization. We symbolize God. This symbol represents this. In mathematics, in infinity, we use then voltage V, then resistance Ohm. All these signs are symbols of a particular thing. Like that, we have symbolization as well as God revealing a particular form through which we can approach Him easily. Other methods are there, natural methods are there, but it's little difficult. Means you need more concentration, more dedication, more love. So here that you hidden that and taken this form. When we take one form, we are hiding another form. How cleverly you hide the dark blue form, that is Chaitanya, and you wore, which we wore in Braja, his physical form, not the wore means it doesn't, here it is not, he used to wear yellow garments, pitambara, but his form was blue. But your slanting eyes betray you. You can change your bodily, your eyes, how it was, in the same way the eyes are here now. Betray you. Through the blessing of your name, Nama Japa, we have three channels connecting to the Absolute, to God. He is our intellect, buddhi, jnana marga. Heart is bhakti yoga, love of God by which we reach God. This is another channel. One is Vak channel, Parapashyanti Madhyama Vaikhari. The Vak speech comes from emerges from Chaitanya. It passes through the mind and tongue and comes out. The emerging is called Para. The transcendence to the mind is flowing to the mind is called Pashyanti. Taking form of the words in mind is called Madhyama, and coming out as sound is called Vaikhari. So that name, taking the name of God and feeling His living presence in the heart, we go back to the source. We reach the impersonal aspect of our existence, indestructible aspect of our existence, immortal manifestation of our heart. I am immortal, I am divine. We reach the divine, transcending the bodily limitations. So that name, through the blessing of your name, the sinner is set free. How does it happen? The name we are taking with love and feeling the living presence of God, we are traveling back to the Chaitanya. We are born as bodies, we live as bodies and die as bodies. It should not happen. So, what we do? We have to transcend the bodily existence and land in the bodily existence, always binding. Because from birth to death, we continuously been doing actions. Every action is binding. Where there is ego of doership, whether consciously or unconsciously, if conscious ego is not there also, Every karma is binding. From womb to tomb, wheel of chakra is going on and on, winding up. It never stops. And as body, we are always bound. Where is the freedom? Being a body, where is freedom? I have to work out my past karmas, my past vasanas, and I am doing fresh karma and fresh vasanas. I am cultivating, which is going to continue. It is unending stream of movement of birth and death cycles. Can I have freedom? Yes, you can have freedom. How do we go? That is the taking the name of God. We reach, we overcome, we transcend the bodily existence, reach our spiritual existence, which is imperishable, which is immortal, which is Ananda Swarupa. So I am free. Once I transcend the nature, once I transcend the bodily existence and reach the spiritual existence, I am eternally free. So taking the name of God, he is released. The sinner is set free, they say, and so my soul is filled with hope. Now with eager heart I hasten to your feet, O Lord. Implore you, keep me safe within your shadow. Means keep me close to yourself at all times. I hasten to your feet, where I lower myself. The sign of I am bending down is sign of lowering the ego, reducing the ego, becoming more and more humble. So when I bow down, standing, I have already given up the ego to a certain extent. When I come down, kneel on my knees, I have got some more in front of the Lord. We kneel down. From standing and bending down to the kneeling down, how much difference is there? And still down to the feet, to place the head at the feet of someone. So how much ego I have lowered to fall flat at his feet is the ultimate. Nothing more I can do. Sharanagati, Prapatti. This is how we lower the ego and reach. So I fall at your feet. O Lord, implore you, because the whole thing is in your hand. And you have to do now. All my capacity, strength, energy, I have exhausted and saw, and I cannot raise myself with my strength. You have to do. I implore you, keep me safe within your shadow. That is, keep me close to you. And you see, the Lord is existing everywhere at all times. His shadow is everywhere. To feel His living presence and to make Him graceful to me, available to me and my mind. I must be able to pray with calm mind. Be Him at the feet of God. When we see at the feet of God, I have left out all the rest of the existence. Everything has become unaware. I am only aware of the feet. That shadow. You redeemed Jagai and Madai. Madai is these two demons who come to him, and he gives releases them from their sinful tendencies. Wretched sinners, though they were, Jagai and Madhai, I pray to you, do the same for me. You have saved so many people. You have rid so many people from their sins and redeemed them. You do to me also. But I pray you, do the same for me. I have heard that you embrace all men as brothers, even the outcast. The outcast, the difference, it is there at all times throughout the history, and it is going to be there forever. The lowest person who serves the highest status, the lowest person, somebody serving, somebody will be there at all times. Now, a higher authority in an institution and an ordinary servant, they don't go together. You can see a director of a company will never allow his servant, the lowest form of servant, sweeper and all that, he will not allow in his bedroom or in his house to freely move about also. He doesn't dine with him. He doesn't call him. Though he is his own worker who is serving him, he will not call him for his daughter's marriage. He may give gift, he may give salary, he may please him in other ways, but keeps that distance. The distance is always there. So they are now from the highest ranks in the same office, he has been outcast. Directors, managers, all these people, when they join, these people will be standing outside. These are outcast. No, he doesn't differentiate between higher and lower classes of in the section, the lower sections of the society. Anybody, this is called equanimity, where all differences dissolve. Manifestation is dissolve. Manifestation of the divine is always to divide, to dissolve the differences wherever, in whatever form it comes into. Divine is where all differences dissolve. So God is absolute divine, totally divine, divine and divine, and everything is his own manifestation. They can, whole universe, all beings are his manifestation. The one is appearing as many, and they merge back in him. How can he find himself? I have 5 fingers now. Can I anytime say, oh, these are my fingers, I don't mind anybody cutting and taking it away? No, I feel they are mine, a part of my being. I cannot say I have nothing to do with you. It is part of my existence. Like this whole universe and all beings are part. They may be toes in the feet, or fingers in the hand, or maybe some top skin on this head, crown. But all are equal as for whether pain is there in feet or in head, it is same. Pain is pain. It is there in me. It is not there in feet alone. So when God sees the world, he sees not different from him. But we don't see God as not different from him till he makes us understand, yes, you are mine, I am yours. So here he sees, I pray you, do the same for me. I have heard that you embrace all men as brothers. because He Himself is there. Even the outcast, whispering in the ears of all the Hari's life-renewing name. What does the God's name do? It purifies the heart, purifies body. Sri Ramakrishna says, the name of God. Do you think a name of God is an ordinary thing? It purifies the body which has rolled in the mud of the world, in the mire. Now, it is just name is like washing with Ganges water. One side, it purifies of all dirt and sanctifies the object. So like that is the God's name. It sanctifies, it purifies the heart. Heart is renewing. That is renewation. It is whole thing is as if the plant which has not been watered for a long time is just dying away. Almost it has fallen down. All leaves are crumbling down. At that time, if you give the water, how within a day or two, how it recuperates. God's name makes the jiva to recoup itself from its samsara. It is tired, running in this world, chasing the enjoyments on one side and sukha dukkha chasing him from behind. He's tired. Enough. I want to evolve. Today we'll stop here. The song ends. Om Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam Bhaktanukampa Dhritavigraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidhyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namama.